Okay, good morning po sa lahat.
Morning, sir.
We will continue the discussion for today on our subject, which is juvenile delinquency and juvenile justice system under the area of criminology. Okay? So, by this time, we are now on the topic of our juvenile delinquency and juvenile justice system, which we are going to cover in the Republic Act 9344. 9344, it is in the salience, it is in the provision of Republic Act 9344 and as amended by Republic Act 10630. Ano ito Republic Act 9344? So this is, as in definition, it is known as the Juvenile Justice Welfare Act of 2006. It was approved on April 28, 2006. This law institutionalized the promotions of well-being of child and their families, involvement of parents and guardians, promotions of diversions, avoiding deprivation of liberty, and protecting the privacy rights of children. Ito po yung Juvenile Justice Welfare Act of 2006, protections for the child. Okay? Ito po yung institution na nagpo-promote of well-being of a child and their families. Yung mga, ito po yung, when we talk of 9344, ito po yung mga edad na, anong edad? What is the age of our 9344 or what we call yung gaya na sinabi ko po sa inyo in the previous discussion, which is child in conflict with the law. So it is below 18. Okay? Below 18, that is under the child, age of the child, which is below 18 years old. Coverage yan ng 9344. And tinatawag na po natin silang child in conflict with the law. Okay po? Now, as we go along, we now first discuss about the terms. The terms that is under the 9344 and under the Republic Act 10630, which is the amended Republic Act. No? There are some provisions that have been amended by the Republic Act 10630. Now, let's first discuss the first term. The first term is bail. Refers the security given for the release of the persons in custody of the law. Okay? Furnished by him, her, and bondsman of guarantee his, her appearance. No? Kapag ang isang child, okay, ay arrested or apprehended by the policeman, okay? So, they are allowed to post a bail. Automatic po yun. Hindi na kailangan ng summary hearing. Pagka under the 9344, they are allowed to post a bail. Okay po? For the corporate security, property bond, cash deposit, and recognizance. Yun po ang kinds ng bail, no? Pwedeng cash bond, pwedeng property bond, pwede pong recognizance. Okay po. Now, another term is best interest of child. Refers to the totality of circumstances and conditions which are almost congenial to the survival protections of and feelings of security of the child. So, best interest of the child, no? Best interest of the child, ito yung kung ano ang kailangan sa pangangalaga, no? Interest ng bata, yung security ng bata, and most encouraging of the child physical, yung psychological niya, and emotional development. Kailangan po yon, yung best interest ng bata. That involves what? The physical, psychological, and emotional development. It also means that the least detrimental available alternatives for safeguarding the growth and development of the child. Pangangalagaan mo ang paglaki ng batang yan. Okay po? Best interest of the child. Yan po ang isang term. Yung child at risk. Ano po yung sabihin ng child at risk? Child at risk refers to the vulnerable to and risk of committing criminal offense. Ito yung mga bata na laging napapasangkot sa mga criminal offense. Laging nakakakumit ng criminal offense because of anong dahilan? Personal, family, and social circumstances. Away sa pamilya, trato ng pamilya, tapos po yung personal na problema, okay? And then also the social circumstances. Okay. Clear po yan? Clear tayo dyan? So we go on the next term. Child in conflict with the law. Di ba, tinatawag natin, sabi ko kanina, ang child under the Republic Act 9344, they are called what? Child in conflict with the law. Sa 603, ano tawag sa kanila? You could still remember? Under the Republic Act 603, o PD 603, I mean. Ano? Youth, what? Youth offender. Pagdating sa 9344, child in conflict with the law. Okay po? It is alleged as accused of a judge as having committed an offense under Philippine laws. Ito po yung mga bata na nagbabiolate ng batas ng Pilipinas. Okay po? So, take note, child in conflict with the law. Then we go, community-based program. Saan po ito? This refers on the programs provided in the community. In the community. Setting developed for the purposes of interventions and diversions as well as rehabilitation of the child in conflict with the law for reintegration into her family and or community. Ano ibig sabihin ng community-based program? Ito po ang bata, this is a program to be applied to the child in conflict with the law, pero it's not inside the jail. It is with the community. Okay po? Nakuha po? Kaya, community-based program, nasa komunidad. Okay? Bibigyan ng programa yung batang yan kasama sa community. Doon siya. Okay? The program, the activities, everything. Including the rehabilitation of the child. Rehabilitation of the child will be conducted in the community, not inside the jail. Iba yun, Iba yun. Now, another term, deprivation of liberty refers to any forms of detention or imprisonment. Pag sinabi pong deprivation of liberty, ito po yung ikukulong ka. lahat po ng karapatan mo, or i-detain ka inside the prison, okay, or the jail. Okay? Placement of the child in conflict with the law in a public or private custodial setting from which the child is in conflict. Ang bata, pwede ring i-detain, but not in the jail for the adult, which is known as Juvinile Justice Welfare Act of 2006. For the Child Republic with the law was amended. They can be put deprivation of liberty. They can be detained in the institution of the juvenile justice system. Okay, juvenile justice kagaya ng bahay pag-asa of 2006. Nakadetain ka doon. May mga binago po, okay, para lalong palakasin ang 9344. Another term is diversion. Okay. Ito pong diversion Republic Act 9344. Okay. It is known as Juvenile Justice Welfare Act of 2006. It was approved on April 28, 2006. Treatment of a child. You can follow it on the basis of his, her, social, cultural, economic, psychological, or educational background. It was approved on April 28, 2006. The law institutionalized diversion, promotions of well-being of a child and their families, involvement of parents and guardians, promotions of diversion, program of the child, avoiding deprivation of liberty and protecting the privacy rights of children. Responsible for an offense without resorting to formal court the Juvenile Justice Welfare Act of 2006 on the diversion program. Pag sinabi po diversion program, April 28, 2006, this is a template. Terms applied under Republic Act 9344 and Republic Act, a form of rehabilitation 1030. I-implement po ito. Mga activities po ito. Diversion program po. 30. Pagkatapos po na malaman po, we are going to discuss ang kanyang explain to you about the terms in the Republic Act 9344 or in the Juvenile Justice Welfare Act of 2006. We start with on bail. Siguro po to formal court proceeding. So hindi po tayo pupunta sa court o familiarize na sa salitang bail. So ang gagawin po natin, it refers to the security given for the release of person in custody of the law. Applied, activities applied here, a rehabilitation program applied to guarantee his in conflict with the law. Appearance before any court. Di ba sinabi dito, may be given in form of corporate security, property bank, each deposits or recognize the responsibility. Those are the kinds of bail. Ito po, garantiya. No, guarantee the bail is a guarantee security na with the law or ng hearing yung determining the person in custody will appeal. Ano ba dapat kaya meron po siya kind of bail, meron siya property bail, may cash ban, meron din po siya recognition kanyang nakumit, saan siyang I will discuss it later. Responsible. Another word or another term is best interest when you talk of the child refers to the totality. Hindi na siya magdedetermine ng anong offense to the child in conflict with the law. Hindi na po siya pupunta doon. Okay, nakukuha niyo po ako. Ang gagawin po sa diversion program, a template will be implemented to the child in conflict with the law as an actividades, okay, as a form of rehabilitation without resorting to formal court proceeding. Okay? Kasi child in conflict with the law. Initial contact with the child. That's another term you should know. Now, refers to the apprehension or taking into custody of a child in conflict with the law by the law enforcement officer or private citizens. Child in conflict with the law. Ito yung mga tao, ito yung mga bata, ito yung mga children na na-apprehend ng police officer, okay? Pwede rin private citizens, okay? Ngayon, since initial contact with the child, ito ang sinasabi po natin, ang apprehension is also the same. Pwede po siyang police officer, enforcement, okay? Enforcement officer, and a private citizen. Yan ang initial contact with the child. Yan ang unang mag-apprehend sa bata. Another, intervention. Pag tinawag po nating intervention, let me clarify, to a series of activities. Nandun na po tayo sa programa ng 9344. Series of activities which are designed to address issues. Issues cause the child to commit an offense. Okay po? It may take a form of individual treatment from which may include counseling, skills training, education, and other activities that will enhance, okay, i-rehab, i-enhance yung bata, ano ini-enhance sa children? Sa child in conflict with the law, yung psychological niya, yung emotional niya, yung psychosocial well-being niya. Bakit siya nakakakumit ng crime? Bakit siya nakakakumit ng offense? Despite of younger age, despite of below 18. Okay? So yun ang ilalagay. Yun ang aalamin sa intervention. Okay? So it will be a program, a treatment program that may include counseling, skills training, education, and other activities na pwedeng i-enhance ang psychological niya, emotional niya, and even the psychosocial intervention well-being. Another term, juvenile justice and welfare system, refers to a system dealing with the children at risk and children in conflict with the law. So yung dalawa, yung children at risk and then children in conflict with the law, okay? Which provide child-appropriate proceeding. May proceeding na, including the diversion program na, and services for prevention, diversion, rehabilitation, and reintegration and aftercare. We will discuss that later on. To ensure their normal growth and development. Para ihanda sila yung normal growth nila and development of the child. Okay, clear po? Naintindihan po yung sinasabi ko? Any question? We are just discussing about the term. Law enforcement officer. Ano po yun? Refers to the person in activity or her agent, okay? As defined in Article 152 of the Revised Penal Code, including a barangay tanod. When we talk of person in authority, ano nasa isip nyo? Ano yung mga person in authority na yan? Who are the person in authority?
Nag-i-implement ng mga batas.
Okay. One that has a title of person in authority is a mayor. Person in authority. Okay? A barangay captain is a person in authority. Okay? Another thing. Ano pa po ang pwede? Aside for barangay captain, yan ating mayor, ang ating mga congressman. Okay? Person in authority yan. Okay po. Ano naman ang agent in authority?
Yung mga
Policeman. agent in authority yan. Barangay tanod, agent in authority yan. Tandaan niyo po yan. Okay? NBI, agent in authority yan. Hindi yan person in authority. PDEA, agent in authority. Okay po, nakukuha po. Okay. Now, recognizance, another term. As I have said, narinig niyo yung recognizance. Saan yun? Sa bail. That's one of a kind of bail. Recognizance. Sino pwedeng magbigay ng recognition? Yung pwede ang mayor, pwede ang barangay captain, o kaya ang parents, no? Pero recognition. Bakit tinawag na recognition? They will ensure or they will assure the court that once a hearing is conducted or set, the child in conflict with the law will attend the hearing. Nakukuha po? Yun ang assurance na recognition. Ibig sabihin po, pag may setting, mayroon na po yang assurance na darating ang child in conflict with the law. Nakukuha po? Clear po yung ibig ko sabihin? Then we have restorative justice. Refers for a principle which requires a process and resolving conflicts. Okay? With the maximum involvement of the victims, the offender, and the community. It seeks to obtain reparation of the victim, reconciliation of the offender and offended, and the community. Nire-restore. Okay? Pati sa victim, nire-restore. Restorative justice. Yan ang ibig sabihin. Then, state of offenses. Pag sinabing state of offenses, ano ibig sabihin, class? Refers to the offenses which discriminates only against a child. Okay? Ito po yung offenses. It only discriminates against the child while an adult does not suffer any penalty. Ano ang sample niyan? Ito ang sinasabi ko. Curfew hour. Pag ang bata ang nag-violate ng curfew hour alas 10, inuhuli yan ng enforcement officer. Pero pag ang adult alas 12 na, nasa kalye pa, hindi po yan inuhuli. Yan ang ibig sabihin ng status offenses. Nakukuha po? Status offenses. Para sa mga bata ito. Para sa child in conflict with the law. Okay po. Nakukuha po. Those are the terms. Then we have Juvenile Justice and Welfare Council. Okay? JJWC. Okay po? Ang ibig po sabihin yan, yan yung Department of Justice. The Department of Justice placed under its administration, supervision. The JJWC shall be chaired by an Undersecretary of Department of Social Welfare and Development. It shall ensure the effectivity and implementation of the Republic Act 9344. Okay po. Nakukuha po. Malinaw po ang mga terms natin. Then, we will just discuss the continuation of these terms so that when we discuss the whole statement of the whole lectures for the 9344 for the Juvenile Justice and Welfare Act. Yung Juvenile Justice System natin under Republic Act 9344, naiintindihan na po natin ang mga term. Nakukuha po ba? Has anybody any questions? You can throw. Or you can ask questions. Okay, clear po yung ating pinag-uusapan. Thank you.